Welcome back to another video. I'm your trader Sam, and today I want to talk to you about what we can expect next for Bitcoin. It has been a little bit tricky because we did have this pump to the upside, hitting the golden pocket perfectly, SFPing off that initial high, and then falling down to swing fail off this MPOC level at 27,511. And now it looks like Bitcoin is trying to find support at this daily level of 27,411. Although the ES is currently finding support above 4,262 and the DXY looks to be going on to lower prices, we still may see a little further downside for Bitcoin to find support, but we're going to be talking about the areas that we could be looking for longs if we do find strength here, and also possible levels to the downside that we can look for a reaction from. But before we get into it, guys, please remember, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is for educational purposes, and you know what time it is. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, guys, for the algorithm. If you are enjoying this content, your help is really going to go a long way. Now let's get straight into it. We are currently at the 786 region on this pullback for Bitcoin. So the 786 on this Fibonacci retracement. We do have a daily level here as well. So there is a little bit of confluence in this zone. For a sign of strength, I want price to come back up above this MPOC level at 27,511. So if we manage to get acceptance above that level, and then we can come back down and retest it, we want to be seeing the reaction here on the retest for a possible long entry. Now, we do have the DXY losing its current support level. You can see here on lower time frames, this area right over here, we have hit this zone multiple times and we have lost support here. So it looks like the DXY could be going down to lower prices. Now, if we take our Fibonacci retracement here, the 618 is quite close by, but still, nonetheless, it looks like there is a bit more downside for the DXY to come in the short to medium term. The ES currently looks like it is finding support at this region of 4,262. Now, this is going to be really important because if Bitcoin is to get a bounce, we really need to hold this level. There's no doubt in my mind that if we do lose this level, that Bitcoin is likely to go down to lower prices. But if we do see a nice pump here, and especially if we do manage to come up in the coming days or weeks and claim this 4,327 level, which really is a crucial level for the ES, because as we can see, this was the last lower high of the bear market, and staying above that region is really going to be a big sign of strength. As you can see here with this fixed range pull, so we have fallen back within this range. And if we shorten this fixed range pull to the zone where we did get the breakout of that last lower high, so you can see here where I've just adjusted the fixed range pull here, you can see that price has pretty much come down to retest this value area high. So we can view this, right, as one large range, and we are trying to stay above that range. And we are currently now at the value area high of this range that did get a breakout to the upside on the 7th of June. So if we do manage to stay above this value area high, it's going to be quite bullish in the short to medium term. What we are ultimately looking for is to get back up within this range that we did break down from, back above that last lower high, 4,327. You can see there is a bit of confluence there. We have the value area low. You can see these rejection wicks where price was trying to gain acceptance back above that value area low, got rejected and came down. However, this could just be a consolidation beneath the value area low. As you can see, there is a bottoming formation happening here. So maybe we could see something like price coming back up in the coming days and weeks, maybe getting rejected again, getting a slight pullback, forming something like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then finally getting that break back up within the range. This would be extremely bullish for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. But diving into Bitcoin here, guys, on the lower time frames to see if we can snipe some nice entries. So just what we were speaking about before was gaining strength by getting above the 27,511 zone. And as you can see right now, prices just trickled up above and is now trying to find acceptance above this MPOC level. So if we do manage to find some strength by staying up above this MPOC level, consolidating for some time, that will definitely be an area worth looking at for longs. We do have some interesting zones beneath us. You can see the value area high of this overall range that we have been trading sort of inside of. We recently did break above it, but nonetheless, this value area high, which has been forming since the 18th of August. You can see here we do have the NPOC, which matches up with that value area high, and we have this liquidity zone here. There'd be a lot of stop losses here. So if price were to come down, take that liquidity, hit the MPOC, maybe go a little bit beneath, and then gain acceptance back above the MPOC, that would be a great trigger for a long position if price were to come down there. One interesting thing to note, guys, is we did have some news in the last few hours. We actually had 2 news events. And what has happened is price has come up, it's taken liquidity from this zone, and then I'm just going to highlight it. It's taken liquidity from this zone over here, this zone over here slightly, and then has also taken liquidity from down here. Now, this is a common occurrence for these news events, right? Especially when they're happening around the time of the New York opening. You often get liquidity grabs from both sides of the market, and then price actually goes back up in the direction that it started going in the first place. So price started to go to the upside just before the news, and when the news came out, was still going up to the upside. It had a pump, and then you had a dump to take liquidity from the other side as well. And then eventually price does look to go back in the initial direction that it started off with. I also want to take this time to highlight the importance of taking profits, guys. If you remember in the last update that I did give about 24 hours ago, I did say that it was likely that we will get a reaction from this golden pocket region. I highlighted that it is a very good place to take profits and to look for short positions. And that is exactly what's happened. We have had that nice rejection from this level. However, I did also say that when you are in an uptrend, because we are making these higher highs and higher lows, this is in fact bullish market structure until the lows are broken. Because we are in this bullish market structure, although we did have this bearish reaction up here, if you are taking short positions, you want to be mindful of this bullish market structure and thus take profits very quickly and aggressively to make sure that price doesn't come straight back up and you lose out on all of your gains. When we did get this high put in on the 2nd of October at roughly 28,606, you can see we slightly front ran this golden pocket region. Now I am expecting price to at least come back up to this zone at some point, at least to take this liquidity up here to stop out these early short traders. Now, will price continue? Will it break above these highs and continue to go higher? Well, that remains to be seen, but I am expecting price at some point in time to come up here and take that liquidity. And a big reason for that is because of this slight front run. It doesn't mean that we're just going to go directly there now, but because we do have this bullish market structure at this point in time, whether we go down a little bit further before going up or go straight up there, I do think that we will eventually get up there at some point. This is definitely going to be a zone that you want to mark out. You want to have alerts set. We do have a lot of confluence up at this zone. You can see here where we had a lot of support put in, multiple attempts of breaking down, and then eventually we got that massive breakdown with large volume. So when price does come up here to hit this resistance zone for the first time, it is likely not to break through on the first attempt. So we should get a sharp bearish reaction when we do come up here and hit this zone, guys. That is definitely something I'm going to be looking out for. I'm going to have my alerts set up here, and I'll be looking to place an order on Bybit when and if that happens for sure. Guys, if you are looking for a very well-respected exchange to do your trading on, I highly recommend Bybit. If you use this link right over here, you can claim up to $30,000 worth in bonuses. So I suggest you take advantage of that while it lasts. Also, if you do enjoy these updates and maybe you just want that little bit more confidence where you are entering your trades, so you'd like to see what me and the other coaches are doing in the Legends Discord community, the trades that we are taking, the setups that we are looking at live in the time, well, then you can check this link here as well to our Discord Legends community. We do a lot more in-depth analysis there. We do look at CVD, order flow, lots of different things that your normal retail trader will not look at. And these things really help with getting into trades. So that brings us to the end of this video, guys. Just remember, if you are taking trades, always remember to use tight risk management. That's really going to be the difference between having success or not in your trading career. So with that said, trade well, my friends. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.